Yes, bad bitch, which bad bitch, Joan Jett.
Ugh, you are a snob and a half.
Like a boss, like a hot boss.
Tusi favorite song? It's a dub for me.
I mean, you gotta listen to the Future remix.
No.
It's cute. Future's like my toxic song. It's cute.
Future on it?
Future's on the remix.
I mean, if Pluto's on it, I'm gonna have to investigate. All right. Anyways, y'all, I got Tamara with me, T-Roll, little baby T.
All right.
What's up?
I'm not gonna grow out of the little baby.
I don't think so.
When I turn 29?
No, it's not gonna happen. I don't think I'm gonna let go of it. I don't want to.
I think I'm getting older.
That's fine, and I am as well. And it's still
gonna be there. Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'll take it.
How are you, babe?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Yay! I'm so happy.
Excited.
You know what's crazy is this is actually our second time having you.
It is.
But the first time we had some technical difficulties.
Right. And
I am just so glad that now we've got what we need so that the people can see.
The people can see.
They were missing out.
They were, because phenomenal.
Yeah.
Episode was phenomenal, but it's all good. I'm here, and I'm happy to be here.
So how has your weekend been? How's your weekend?
It's been good. Busy.
Yeah.
I went to a graduation yesterday.
Okay.
Sweet and nice.
Was it
graduations.
Was
very
it
hot. This morning I woke up 8 a.m. and it's like 80 degrees outside.
I'm saying.
And it's gonna be a hot summer.
It's going to be a hot summer.
Yeah,
honestly, really, that's why I got the hat to wig, honey, because I'm not sure it's going to stay in place. It's questionable. It's questionable.
It's very hot.
And honestly, I don't even know why I'm even doing this. Really, I honestly need some braids for real. Honestly,
next month I'm getting some.
Are you getting some braids?
I can't. I'm too Listen, I'm natural. I had to
Are you gonna get
my leave out this morning?
Are you gonna get that?
Well, not leaves. I want to try the boho, but I'm scared because I heard they be getting naughty lip.
I don't think there's a real resolution to them not getting knotted up, because I went and got my hair braided with and I brought my own human hair, and it still
got knotted.
It did. Because I think that there's a difference in friction. The braids to the hair, it's causing some tension. You know what I mean?
I'll cry a week later. So how was your weekend?
Honestly, girl, I don't know. I have been in a space of just submitting to my cravings.
Okay.
And so the other day I had a craving of some sweets, and I decided to order an apple pie, and I also ordered a truffle cheesecake.
A truffle cheesecake? I thought you were about to say ice cream. I was like, okay, cool. Cheesecake?
I wanted to have a buffet. Okay. I wanted to have a couple of options.
Did you enjoy it?
I tasted the apple pie, and the apple pie, it was a bit soft. It was a little too soft for me. We do need a little bit of a crunch. Yeah. We need something
on the crust.
Especially on the crust. Yeah. And we can have soft, but just through and through. Yeah. So I tasted it. I was like, I don't know why. I went and got some ice cream and put it on top of it.
But that's what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to eat it with ice. No?
I wasn't feeling it. So then I moved over to the truffle cheesecake. Good heavens.
I haven't eaten cheesecake in 5 years.
You don't go to the Cheesecake Factory?
You know I don't eat sweets no more at all.
Excuse me?
You know I don't eat sweets I eat. Remember you say jokes and that stuff? But you know what? Cheesecake sounds good.
Quinoa and whatever. Porridge. Good heavens.
Okay, my Caribbean's porridge. Y'all know.
Porridge in the morning. Porridge.
Every morning.
And you would be like, no, I'm having my porridge. And I would be like, what the even is that?
Sasha's coming in with her Chick-fil-A.
that shit would be putting me, Starbucks on day.
In the morning.
That shit would be putting me to sleep. Meanwhile, you got hella energy. You going back to the kitchen for your green tea.
Green tea. Hot tea. Okay.
You're like, I'm finna go get me some tea.
Every morning.
Oh my God, I'm falling asleep.
That is funny though. But apple pie sounds good. You know, McDonald's has really good apple pie. Sorry. Have you ever tried the strawberry cream pies?
Have you ever tried Burger King's Hershey's cookies and cream pie?
Oh my God, I used to work at Burger King. She used to bring them home every night.
Hey sister, could I possibly?
Can I have some?
Do we still have a connect there? Do we have a connect? Is what I'm saying. I'm saying, do we have a connect? Anyways, before we get into the mess, I want to shout out Mixer Moguls. They did make our Fierce Chat drink of the day. And this is Mango Crush. It's got lime juice, simple syrup, douce, fresh mango.
It's really good.
What do we think?
And you can taste the mango.
I can taste the mango.
It's really good.
It's fresh.
It's really good.
So shout out to the
talk about the cups.
Okay. Zooming on the brand. Zooming on the brand. The brand.
But it's so cute.
Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get into the mess. Our first topic today, girl, is Janelle Monáe. Janelle Monáe says she's in her thick era.
I mean,
I'm into it.
it's cute.
And
I don't see the thickness, but it's cute.
Oh, really?
I don't see the thick. Like, I think her shape is amazing. Like, I think she looks good, though. I think me and her the same size. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Am I thick?
Oh.
Okay.
Thick thighs save lives.
Yes,
Okay.
girl, yeah.
So 37-year-old Janelle Monáe.
Why you have to put
Grammy
Why you have
Award.
to put 37 year?
Okay.
Okay.
Grammy Award winning Janelle Monáe.
I saw what you did there.
I don't know. You know what? We're not doing age.
We not.
I thought about that.
Why you have to put her?
But I thought the detail was cute.
Okay, it's cute.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the girls need to know. The girls never know. Where are we?
I didn't know that she was. I thought she was like 30. She looks really young.
She does, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Live your life. Anyway, Janelle Monáe, she's been stepping out recently. She was recently at the Met Gala in a great ensemble. She had on that black and white coat. She busted out into some, I don't even know what you want to call it. It was fancy. It was a fence type of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
She's always been like real artistic.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what the actual term of it it actually is. But anyways, her latest single being Lipstick Lover. Have you seen the video?
I have.
Whew. Y'all can see the video. Come back to me and let me know what you think. Anyways, she recently spoke in an interview where she gave an explanation of her new form of expression. And we're gonna play a clip really quickly, and then we're gonna come back and I want to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
I have to remember and remind myself that my inner voice, like what I think about me, is the alpha, is the omega. It's nothing that another person can tell me about me that I don't know. You don't know me more than I know me. You don't define my joy or my happiness. Does that make sense? Like, it's great when people are complimenting you and giving you love or criticizing you, which is always not so great, right?
No,
it's not. It don't feel good, right? But how I think about me, my inner voice is the loudest voice inside of me in my head. It's the final say.
Okay, so after listening to that and hearing what she had to say about herself and listening to her inner voice, do you feel like, okay, so let's go back to the Met Gala though, where we tits and asses out. What is the difference between self-expression and seeking attention? Or do you feel like this is seeking attention? What do you think about it?
I think when you're an artist, it's a little different. I think that you do have the artistic expression.
Yeah.
I think when they go to these award shows and they look crazy, I think it's a part of the artistic expression.
This
it's
is
a
true.
part to get the people tuned in and talking.
Yep.
But I think sometimes when they talk about it outside of that spotlight, it's like dragging, if that makes sense. Like, I think if when you're on Twitter and you're just talking about it all, we get it. You don't have to prove to us that you're in this era where you feel like you love whoever you love or you do whatever you do. I see some people on Twitter and they're just like, I don't have to tell me, this is what I did. Who are you convincing? You're dragging it.
That's what I'm saying.
It gets there.
So you feel like, are Suki and Janelle Monáe, are they doing the same thing?
I think so.
Are they doing the same thing?
I'm all for female power. Let me say that first. But I think
period. Yes.
She is a little wild with it. Honestly, I listened to a few of her interviews lately.
Yeah.
And it's she's a little wild with it.
I
think it's the same. You think it's the same?
Hell
Suki's a little wow.
I think Suki is beyond. Okay.
Twerking on a 10-year-old?
Let me see. She was twerking
I didn't see the video, but
she was twerking on a 10-year-old. I wouldn't put it past her. She like, who was that? Who was that young man that had her on the leash? Who was that young man?
And Ellie Chopper. I don't even
want to speak on it.
Get up. Girl, get up. And Ellie Chopper. Not even like,
ew. Who is that young man? Ew.
I didn't understand that.
I didn't understand that. No, I don't think they're doing the same thing. Freaking Janelle, I met Janelle Monáe. Baby, you're high, you're low.
I think Janelle Monáe is really beautiful. I love her, but I do think her video was a lot.
You think so?
It was a lot. I was like, dang, like, but I just think nowadays, nothing is like secretive anymore. I feel like everything is just out there. And I guess that's how maybe it's supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to be confident in what you're doing, but I think there's levels to it. Like, at what point is it too much for the people?
Okay. I'm going to share a story with you. Okay. And this is my own, like, personal journey. Okay. You know I'm loud as hell. You know I'm loud. I don't think there's ever not going to be a place to Sash, right?
Right.
But before I got married, before I met my husband, before all of these different things, you know, I would go out in the streets. I'll be out in the city. And when I say streets, I don't mean doing anything promiscuously.
Right.
I just mean I was outside. Like, what's up? You trying to take some shots? I'm trying to drink out the table. So, but I used to be really loud and really in people's faces, men or women. And it got me in a place where people started to really respond to me in a certain way. Like, I literally had like a man come up to me and be like, you just need someone to put you in place. Ooh. Like, you just want someone to sit you down. Like, whoa. And to me, I felt like that response was aggressive to me.
Right. And
to me, at the time, wholeheartedly, I full-fledged was like, I'm expressing myself how I want to. I get to yell if I want to. I get to scream if I want to. I would not be yelling and screaming at people, but I would be just doing whatever it is that I want to do, right? Yeah. But it came with something. So do you feel like, I feel like for me, I had to take some accountability and be like, cool.
Maybe I'm doing a little bit too much.
But
do you think his response to you was called for?
Absolutely not. I don't think he was warranted to pull up on me the way he chose to because of the fact that, but then again, he was the one who I felt like was the most aggressive about it. Mm-hmm. But like I had other interactions along the way where I was like, I had to look at people sideways about stuff. So I feel like even for a woman, I feel as a black person, one, I feel vulnerable. Right. And then I feel vulnerable as a woman. Right. So as a black woman, I feel extremely vulnerable. So do you feel like there's risk associated with just, I'm doing whatever I want. I'm popping my shit.
I think there's definitely risk. I'm very conservative. Maybe after like 5 or 6 shots. I might be like, people say,
conservative?
I'm like, I'm not going to go outside and just be loud. Like, you know,
okay.
Of a shyer person. But I think also that comes from like, I just don't need people. I'm one of those people that I'm like, I don't need people seeing how I truly am, if that makes sense. Like, if you're not on that level with me and I'm outside with you, you're not going to really see who I am for real. I think that's just how, I don't know, that's just kind of how I was raised in my household. But
yeah,
to bring this to another, like to tie this in with something else, with Suki, do you think it was warranted that YK, I don't know his name.
Yeah. Oh, what did you do?
Osiris?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think, like, that was, like, a lot of people are like, well, that's what she put out, so that's what she got back. I think that was out of...
No, I think he was dead wrong for what he did. I absolutely think he was dead wrong. In regards to the different comments and stuff that I saw at the time that this occurred, from Suki herself, I'm like, girl, I honestly think you're pushing it. I think you're dragging it. I literally do think you're dragging it. And that's where it gets a little fuzzy. Because like I said, I got aggressive behavior based off of how I was acting, right? Mm-hmm. And at a certain point, I had to say, you know, it just like, I guess we could call it unfortunate in regards to being a woman, but it's just like almost like, okay, it is what it is. Like you have to be realistic of how reality associates. If you do that, then you become susceptible to other stuff.
Right.
And at a point I had to say like, bro, I'm good. Cause I'm not trying to have no, I mean, at the end of the day, a man come up on me, a nigga come up to me. Oh man, bro, you're about to, come on now.
Right.
I'm not finna sit here. This sounds stupid at this point. So no, but in regards to that little man that grabbed her jaw and tried to kiss her in the mouth. Disgusting.
I can't.
He was wrong.
Like a few years ago when I was younger, and I used to be real like aggressive, like mean, especially to men. Like if I'm out and I'm like, why are you talking to me?
Cause where you from?
Like why are you talking to me?
No, where you from?
Seriously.
Though? What's your background, Tamara?
I mean, I'm Jamaican. My family's from Jamaica. Okay. I was born in New York.
Okay.
I've been in Georgia for a long time. Yeah. So I think the Georgia part of me definitely has me more calm.
Yeah.
But I used to be very aggressive. Like, don't talk to me. Like, real unapproachable. And when people would approach me, I used to have a friend that would tell me, like, girl, you're real, like, you being mean. And I'm like, I don't see it. So, like, let's say someone did approach me and basically what I gave off, somebody would, like, I used to have guys coming to me like, yo, like, who you talk, like, why do you think that you could talk to people like that? And I'm like, I didn't realize that's what I was giving off. So I think as I definitely got older, I'm like, okay, you do have to watch how you, like, react to things or how you act because other people are not going to take it. But I still feel like you should be yourself. So I think it's hard. I think it's very hard to really say what to do. Like, even with you saying you kind of had to tone down, I think you should still be able to be you.
So the thing is that true? Because I still am me though. But the thing is that like I also kind of like take myself out of those spaces too. Okay. I'm just like in Atlanta on Peter Street. So like I don't go on Peter Street no more. That was a time.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying? That's a time and place. Yeah. And that's what it is. It's a time and place for stuff. When you do stuff in certain environments, you're susceptible to certain reactions. Right. And so I'm
and maybe he was a little drunk when he was
right. And I believe that though.
I wouldn't have liked that though.
I would have like, girl.
I would have been like, you need to get out of my face.
Girl, at that time I wore a blonde bob. And he was from up north.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, your hair looked like oodles and noodles.
No, seriously though, up north men are. You can't even argue with them.
I'm like,
no, because then he would have been like, he probably would have took the wig off.
Girl, I felt like he would.
Aggressive.
Girl, after that I said, you know what? Yeah, nah, I'm good. Real after that, real aggressive. And I was just like, oodles and noodles? Ooh. I really...
I doubt it.
Bitch, probably. Bitch, at the time.
Since I've known you, your wig's been slayed.
Yeah, but before this is before that. I used to do Bantu knots on my wigs. It was just not a problem. I think you can do Bantu knots on a certain type of wig, like a curlier.
Like kinky.
Yeah, I guess. In a certain
Bantu on Brazilian.
Like a literally Mary J. colored wig that is like in a like that. Oh,
I can't imagine.
And when I did that, the thing would be curly as hell, like Whitney Houston. Remember how Whitney used to wear her hair? Yes, like Jerry curl, tight curl. Mm-hmm. It was like that. Can you imagine?
You were so cute, so it doesn't matter. Don't get out your face. But I think that this is a good topic though, because at the same time, I know a lot of friends that it's like we shouldn't have to hide, but at the same time, we do have to be aware of the surroundings.
I like that.
Where we're at.
I love that. Yes, you don't have to hide, but be aware of your surroundings and be aware around the type of people that you're with too. You know what I mean? Because all the people that are in your space are not for you. They might be for you to give you a little advice, but not for you to be out in the club, or not for you to do an interview, or not for you to be, you know what I mean? Right. You can be around people, but it's times and places. You know what I mean?
You have to adapt to basically who you're with and where you're at. So if you go back on Peter Street, be you.
Girl, I ain't going back down there. And everybody in Atlanta know Peter Street, you gonna get your windows knocked in. When my husband took me on our first date, he was like, hey, I don't know if I can make it. He said, I don't know if I can make it. He was like, I don't know if I can make it. I was on Peter Street. I had a rental. And they busted in my car. He was like, I got to get it fixed. I don't want to come to you. I'm already in a rental. I don't want to come to you.
Pull up with a busted window.
Pull up with a busted window.
That's what I love, though.
But first of all, he ain't pull up with a busted window, though, sir. He got it fixed. Get it.
Before he even pulled up.
Got it fixed before he even pulled up. He just didn't know how it was going to be, what was going to go on, what all he had to do because it was a rental and not his own. Anyways, girl, anyways, let's get into the next. All right, it's the year of 2023. And next year, there's a presidential election.
That time of the year, right?
Girl, so why am I hearing all about Ron DeSantis? Honestly, Ron DeSantis, anyways, let's just get into the topic. So first of all, specifically him, we already know he's problematic.
Wow.
He's trying to get the Black American history out.
Do you know that there was an alert, like an NAA, don't quote me, but there was an alert, I don't know if it was NAACP, that was like, Black people don't travel to Florida? Like, seriously. Seriously.
What?
Yes. I don't know if it was the NAACP to be exact, but it was definitely an alert, like, be careful because of what he got going on out there.
Bro, I'm still going to Miami.
I mean, of course.
Going to Miami. I don't care what he do.
Love Miami.
Girl, I honestly don't even want to give him too much attention, girl. I worry about our Black community. The fact that you sat there and said there's an alert.
There's literally an alert.
We're not traveling to Florida.
I don't understand that. Like, it came up on my phone. I'm like, huh? I'm still going to Florida? Like,
Florida has so much. What about Disney World, the blessed place on earth? The blessed.
You know, they're like about to boycott it.
What?
They might be shutting it down.
Why?
Because of Disney's starting to incorporate a lot of like LGBTQ things, and the shows is not going for it. So there's, Disney might be in Atlanta soon. I would love it.
First of all, we literally don't need Disney. We're full.
We
full. And
I would love it.
I read something. Have you read anything about centered around all this little work that's been done on our highways about it being like population control? Like they're intentionally doing it so that we have traffic and have these hard times.
No, but that makes sense because I-75 was backed up this morning.
Are you insane? It's a Saturday.
Horrible. At 12. Horrible.
Anyways, girl, yeah. I said I'm worried about our Black community, but maybe that's not the best word. I'm just kind of the fact that we already know Trump was able to be president. I thought, honestly, I was working in a call center at the time. I was paying no attention. I was like, man,
I gotta do
Donald Trump? It's funny. Okay, cool. He's the president. And so now I feel like he makes way for anything. He really makes way for anybody.
Now come out.
Now it's fair game for anybody.
It's true. But I feel like why wouldn't, I'm surprised, why didn't he, DeSantis run before? Like, does he feel like now he has more popularity or something?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Trump's already backing him. Trump is already backing him.
But Trump is running too.
But he may not be able to run, depending on... Depending on if the feds come after him.
Come on with me.
He may be going to prison. And so therefore he will not be able to run.
Crazy.
So if he doesn't, he has to have backup.
That's true.
We know it's not gonna be Pence because Pence didn't undo whatever he said about the election being pinged, being rigged and stuff like that. But I really don't know. I mean, specifically, honestly, Joe, he announced he gonna be running. Joe, what about the loans?
Joe, what about anything?
Anything!
It's I was super okay, cool. Biden, yeah.
Biden!
Obama election, cool. Ready. But I can't, honestly, Biden has done he has done things. But at the same time, it's kind of I feel like he falls a lot. I feel like he's a tad old. I think something's going on with him. I don't know if he should run the country again. He's old. He falls a lot.
I mean, how old is Trump?
I think we need young people.
How old is Trump? No. Dead ass. I honestly...
whole new breath of fresh... why do we have these older people in whole different times making laws and governing? We're not even in those times anymore.
It's that part. It's really that part for me. Trump is old as hell. I mean, Ryan, clearly, I don't know if he has a toupee. His hair looks a little too perfect for me. I don't know what is going on there.
The thing with Biden is, and I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm a super Democrat or super, I've never really been a Republican, but the thing with Biden for me is, can we trust him?
I don't think so. I'm not even gonna lie.
We're all super Trump is racist. Trump is all this stuff. Not that he's not, but I feel like Trump showed us who he is. But Do you think Biden ever really showed us who he was?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. And I've heard a lot of different people say that too, though. Like, that's why they like Trump, because Trump, they like,
honest.
We know you're full of shit.
Like, we know who you are.
We know who you are. You're not hiding it.
Biden's old tapes, Biden was definitely like kind of racist, if you want to be honest. But people change. People grow.
I don't know about it.
But if you got to go back, because, you know, he made the laws to basically lock the black people up, like back in the day when he was on the, search it. But I don't know. I do feel like he's trying with student loans, though. He's opened it up more to people.
The thing is that I don't care. It's not that hard. Do it. Get it done and do it. I don't know. It's not that hard. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what they're saying, but it doesn't matter. It's not that hard.
It just needs to be. Do you think it's okay? I have a question. So, do you think that it would be fair for him to really eliminate all student loan debt, like to everyone? Do you think it's really fair?
What do you mean by fair?
Like, okay.
Because of the fact that people now, okay.
So let's say people now going to college,
right,
don't have to pay student loans,
right?
But he doesn't eliminate it for people in the past. Do you think that's fair?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think overall, like in America as a whole, I'm not even going to sit here and hold you and act like I have all the details behind it. There's other people going to school for free. It's other people going to the doctor for free. And you're not telling me, and their doctors are still rich, and they still got money. I'm trying to figure out what the issue is. And the thing is that me personally, when I was in college, like, I was panicking. I feel like that was like, I guess, my first experience of real anxiety. But I guess that's the point in life. You know what I mean? That's my real first, like, life problem was paying for college. And I was stressed as hell. And I went up to that office after getting some advisement from my fellow peers. I went up to that office. They were like, go get another loan. Go get a loan. And, go apply for this so that you can stay in school. And at that time, right now, when I say this to you, I'm like, girl, go get a loan. But at 17 or 18, I'm like, I can get some money. They were like, you can get a loan. They'll provide you with money to go to school. I heard provide you with money to go to school.
Right.
I heard I'm in school right now and I don't have to give up my aspirations for that. I went to that office and signed my name at 18 and 19 and not really knowing what that meant for real. I mean, I'm not trying to have other people pay for the fact that I didn't know what that meant, because I'm definitely old enough to read and figure out what those things are. But it's just like, as you get older, you realize the impact of stuff. And at that time, I still, even if I did read, I'm not going to say,
a baby though. Like, I'm just like, at 18, you're not thinking about like, oh, I'm going to buy a house, so these loans are going to affect me later on. Like, you're not thinking about those things. So I completely agree.
If we don't take care, okay, so I'll say this. If they're not going to do anything about the loans, it can't be a ding to like your credit and things like that. It has to exist. It can exist. It can be on there. There can be all the documentation that they have for it. And they can say whatever it is, but it can be no ding, and it doesn't need to as a
negatively impact you.
Exactly. In regards to obtaining a home, even though it counts for a small percentage, it still counts. It's still against you. So if y'all don't take care of it, cool. But don't make it hard for me to try and do something else when I wasn't trying to get a loan to pay for restitution or something. I'm trying to go to school.
Right.
Stupid.
What you guys put out there for us to jump through these hurdles of going to school. I'm not going to lie to people. I was able to graduate without any loans.
Wow.
But I did go to a smaller college. So I don't feel the super pressure about it. But as I'm trying to advance my career, of course, now I'm going to have to get loans. And I am thinking about it like, dang, it is going to negatively impact me and things like that. So I think just coming up with a plan, if they can't completely eliminate it, because if they do eliminate it, who's paying for it? Is it our tax? Like, who is paying for it?
I mean, the thing is that we probably pay for a lot of things that we're unaware of. Honestly, as of lately, I felt like we're in the Hunger Games.
Definitely.
Conspiracy. And I don't even be wanting to do that. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't want to sit here and be like, that is a conspiracy. That is conspiracy. And there's no shade to anyone who's like, okay, this is a conspiracy and I'm well invested. It's no shade to that. I just personally, with my anxiety, I cannot live that way. It'll make me be all over the place. But I think that we're in the Hunger Games. And I think that they're making things seem difficult that aren't
really
that difficult. Just go and do it. If you can go and send money to another country, then you can help the kids in your own country. That's the issue, bro. That's why I'm mad.
Because we're talking, like, I'm literally thinking, like, so who would pay for, but if we're sending billions and billions and billions. He could have wiped out the little one.
He could have been.
Crazy.
And from my understanding, they didn't even call us. They didn't even call for us. And you know what I mean? And if you know what's going on, the circumstances were inevitable. And the other one, it's going to be what it's going to be. And it does not mean that you can't go and help someone, even if their circumstances will not change. But it means let's be, you know what I mean? At a certain point, there are boundaries, there are terms. And I feel like Biden just sat there and did a whole bunch of stuff. And bro, to your point, hello, there's things going on in your own country. And then again, you're falling, you're slipping. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. I think something's going on with him. I don't know who I would vote. Like, I feel like there's... I think election time is the most exciting time. I'm low-key a nerd. But as I get more details, I like to lock in and really like, oh my God. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. He's slipping and falling. He can't get up.
But listen to our top 5 candidates as of whatever. And in regards to, for top 5 candidates for 2024, and this obviously can change, it's Joe Biden at the top, Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and Gavin Newsom. Those are the top 5 presidential candidates.
Isn't Newsom I think he was the governor or something. That's interesting. So most of them, I think, are Republicans. I believe so.
Yeah. And in regards to the top 5, like what they're pulling is, I guess, some sort of like popularity vote. Okay. So these are just the top 5 that are seeming to have the most following as of right now. It's not based off of whether or not, you know, people are invested in whatever their topics are that they're going to overcome and find change for. It's just like who liked them for right now.
Right.
Popularity votes.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes, oh my God. And I used to be such a, like, we got to go out there and vote. I still believe it. As I get older,
should we vote? You feel like there's still power in voting?
Like we have to vote because at the end of the day, somebody's still going to win.
Somebody is still going to win.
So I feel like people, and to each his own, but people that's like, my vote don't make a difference. Someone's still going to win. Mm-hmm. Somebody's still going to rule the country. Yeah. Definitely if you don't vote for presidential, at least local, because local, they really do impact you. But back to presidential, yes. I do feel like we should go out there and vote as much as we can. I know a lot of people feel like it's choosing the worst of the evil, but someone's still going to win. Like, why not just at least try to do your research, believe on what you truly believe with, kind of applies, because this one, I don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I really don't know. Like, I want to be like, Biden, but honestly, I'm like, Biden. Like,
Biden.
Biden. What are you doing?
Bye, Biden.
And where's Kamala?
I'm not. Oh, what did he say?
Where's Kamala?
And what did he call her? What my little favorite little comedian? He be like...
I don't understand.
Anyways, I don't know where she's been. And she definitely hasn't been around for us. Like, she hasn't been around. She hasn't been around. She hasn't been around. I feel like when I saw Joe Biden and his wife, when they were vice presidents and things, we saw them right behind Obamas all the time. Where's she at?
I barely hear anything
for her. And girl, you know that we were like, you a black woman.
The people was for you.
We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
I think it's going to be interesting, though, especially with Trump. I think Trump might win.
Bro, they need to lock his ass
because the people are really against Biden.
But they need to lock his ass up.
Do you think? I don't think he's going to jail.
Why?
It's Trump. You know, some people just got so much money that they're not going to go to jail.
It's just annoying. And the thing is that it's not even like, he's a menace. I don't have any other words. He's a menace. And the thing is the reason why I say lock him up is because he keep trying to be president. I think he gonna keep.
He is.
And he just gonna keep.
He is.
And I think there's no problem with Donald Trump being in the world. Not even, like I say, no problem. Let me come back. I don't think there's not no problem with him being in the world. I'm just saying in regards to president, detrimental. You're sitting over here kind of like lighting fires under people who put their little weird kooky stuff in the back. But they done brought that shit back up.
They did.
January 6th, like, they brought that shit back up. They over here getting real bold. And the thing is that not even getting real bold, being bold and getting bolder. And like, you know, causing civil war. And by that, I mean literally. Inside your own community, inside your own place is causing civil war. He doesn't encourage anything good. And that it would be my reason. Lock his ass up. Other than that, if Trump gonna be Trump, he go sit your ass back over there wherever the hell you at and play golf and stuff. If he would shut up, he could go do that. But he not finna shut up, and he keeps causing all this adversity among day to day. And as a black woman, I feel the impact. I felt the impact
back then, now,
back then, and now. And let me tell you something. Run up, get done up. Break. We'll be right back. All right, girl, let's be real. Honestly, this story is crazy, okay?
Wow.
This story is about Travis Rudolph, and he was acquitted of murder this year. And let me tell you what happened. So this story actually happened back in 2021.
Okay.
And so what happened was he was accused of murder and facing life in prison. Life in prison!
Oof.
All right, listen to the story now. Long story short, his girlfriend sent a text message to her brother, and she said, "This man put his hands on me. You need to come shoot his shit up." And I quote, "Come and shoot his shit up." He said, "Bet, say less, I'm on the way."
That's right.
He came over there, he put up with 2 friends. And he said, now, what she alleged was that Travis Rudolph put his hands on her.
Right.
And so then, of course, as a brother, naturally, I'm coming to see what's going on.
Right.
Come out there with the friends, but the friends had guns. A fight broke out. And Travis Rudolph they ran because Travis Rudolph ended up getting his gun and shooting 39 shots into the car that they were at.
It was 39?
39.
Ooh.
One person ended up dying. It wasn't the brother, but one of the friends, I believe, ended up dying as a result. He was acquitted of these charges. But ma'am, I really am taking back. First of all,
this happened in Florida.
Happened in Florida. And you just are grateful that a black man was able to not. He could have been serving life in prison.
Right.
Had they not found these text messages. So, like, offhand, what are your thoughts? Even just about the story.
Girl, the first thing that, like, literally popped in my head, I'm not gonna lie, when he got acquitted, he made a video. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw the video. The rap.
What did he say? His homie would still be alive if they ain't gas him up. I said, oh, whoa. That man played was it dirt? Honestly, the whole case is crazy to me because lock her ass up.
Okay.
Lock her ass up.
Seriously.
You can't, like, why would you do that?
Why?
And you in Florida and you think that you could send people to somebody's house and you didn't think, you know this man, you know he got guns, but you in Florida stand your ground. Like, you can't go to nobody's house in Florida like that, for real.
Right.
And lock her ass up because she lied. That's crazy.
She lied. And the thing is in addition to the text messages, they also had like ring footage which showed that Travis was not hitting her. He was not hitting her at all. He actually was restraining her as she was attacking him. And
that's crazy.
Okay, so you feel like something should happen to the girl.
Honestly, but I don't know what charges. Like, there's not really any criminal, like, what charges would they really bring? There's not really
accessory. Why can't she be accessory to murder of the guy who got shot?
That's true.
Why can't she be an accessory? Because he wouldn't be dead had she not
put that battery in their
right. Okay.
Lied.
What's the other charge where, like, if you ask somebody to, like, solicitation, like, could she not be charged? Would it be a stretch?
I think more accessory. But lock her ass up because that's crazy. You really sent these, like, they were so like, you sent them to this man's house.
Right.
And got them killed.
Travis
had the straps waiting.
Period.
As he should have. Because don't come to my house. Like, that's
three men.
She married?
Yes.
Where's her husband?
Girl. And she said, and honestly, when she was on trial, or I guess on the stand or whatever, she was like, she was scared and she mishandled. She didn't mean to.
No.
Girl, you said she
I tell people all the time, like, you cannot play with your lives. You cannot play with people's lives. This is not the time to be playing with people's lives. Like, we all know as females, we all been there when we want to act crazy and do little crazy stuff, but we can't play with our lives. These men be serious.
Yeah.
And, like, I would never put my homeboys or anyone in a situation to go to somebody's house. Like, that's the wild, especially off of lies. Because two things are going to happen. You're going to get killed. Somebody's going to go to jail. Like, that's not a joke. And honestly, I'm happy for him. I'm happy he was able to beat the charges. The videos were out.
The videos like somebody. Hey, he could have just said. He could have left that out.
Right. Somebody still died.
Somebody still died.
He's happy he beat the case. Maybe he's like, I beat the case. But yeah, I think that definitely charges should be brought against her. I think females that lie in any capacity, like rape or any of the, like, you just hear those things all the time. And I feel like you have to take responsibility. You can't be out here acting reckless. And I feel like she wasn't even sad. Like, I watched some of the clips from the trial. She didn't really look sad on the stand to me. It's like one of the boys that survived, he was like crying, like talking about it, and she was just up there talking. Like, that's crazy to me.
So with this case specifically, do you feel like there's a double standard between men and women? Because had a man lied and said something happened to him, do you feel like he would have got the same treatment? She, like you said yourself, she was sitting up in court, chilling and all those things. Do you think a man would be able to do that?
Absolutely not. I think his ass is getting locked up. They're going to make up some charges for him.
Right.
Especially if he's black. They're going to mess up. They're going to make up some motherfucking charges. His ass going to be locked up the same day he walk out that courtroom.
Period.
I do think with females, it's definitely a double standard. I'm a female, but we have to take accountability when we're wrong. And even like situations where females lie about getting raped and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like with men, like, men don't have, like, black men don't have that many times to be forgiven or stuff. Like, there is no forgiving. There is no maybes, no black. Even females nowadays are like, well, what if? There is no excuses for black men nowadays. Like, let's be real, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely double standards. It's sad. Lock her ass up. And she should, like, at least, like, I didn't even hear her come out take no statements about accountability.
Yeah, no.
I know she gotta feel bad though. Because I would feel so horrible if I sent somebody there and he got killed.
Girl, if she felt bad, then she would be in court acting like that. Honestly, girl, if it was me, I would be in shambles. No way I'm in court having to answer questions. Leave me. Your Honor, can I leave? Please. I would be like, get me out of here. I didn't mean to. I was just mad.
They're chilling. And maybe she, like, practiced so that she wouldn't, like, I don't know, but that whole story is crazy. The man that made a video to Lil Durk saying, your homie will still be alive if you ain't gas him up. That's crazy to me. Rest in peace to the young man that died.
That's crazy to me. I love Durk, though. I love him.
Rest in peace. But yeah, that story is really crazy, though. Yeah. But I'm happy for him. At the end of the day, I'm happy that he won, which in Florida is hard to do. But at the same time, Florida is still a stand your ground, like, state. You can't just go to somebody's house and think you're finna pop off.
Yeah. No, facts. I agree. Definitely RIP to the victim. This was a senseless crime. This was unnecessary. It could have been avoided by her thinking and not reacting off of her emotions.
And she's married. Where's your husband?
Where's your husband? Where's your support? What's going on with you?
What's going on?
Shoot his what?
Huh?
And you already know your brother is finna pull up, man. I'm not hearing this. You knew he was
gonna
pull up.
With? I have to go back. Did they pull up with weapons?
I mean, they posed a threat. I'd have to go back and see whether or not exactly it was a gun, but they posed a threat. You pose a threat automatically. Right. The brother didn't come there by himself. Right. He came there with two other people. Right. And so if you come there with somebody, you're posing a threat. Down now, there's nothing. Now I got to protect myself. I'm automatically on the defense mode. Right. So even if they didn't have weapons, they posed a threat. And
this is completely different, but this reminds me of the story that recently happened in Florida with the lady that went to that white lady house. Did you hear about that story?
The mother
that went to the white lady house and
she went to the white lady house to talk about what, like getting her tablet back or what? Something with her kids?
Like she saw the tablet kid, and I think she like threw the skates at the black lady's kids. So the black lady went over there to try to get the tablet back, and also maybe like because I heard they like. From my recollection, they've been beefing for a while type stuff. Like, somebody had a restraining order or somebody had trespassing against somebody. But the lady got killed. And even with that, I'm like,
Yeah.
Like, we have to be careful as Black people. I know a lot of times we feel like we can handle it or we don't trust the law. But in some situations, we do have to let the law handle it, because that was just horrible to me. Like,
yeah, that definitely was a sad story, because it's a mother who's going back to do something to protect her cubs, to get her child, and it was another senseless murder.
And the lady, I guess, is trying to say, like, Florida, stand your ground. The lady came to my house. I was afraid, but they did lock her. I mean, she's arrested right now. That's going to be an interesting, case to follow, but. Guys, stand
your ground. But you know what? I had looked at another. I actually looked at another case.
Mm-hmm.
What are we? Olivia Pope.
Hello.
Crime
stoppers.
About this guy who he took it upon himself to let people know that they were parking handicapped without a handicap sticker. And basically, he had a lot of different infractions with people who responded to him like he would do stuff like go up to their cars, knock on the window, and be like, "Hey, you're parked in handicap. Why are you parked here?"
Why?
And so, long story short, he ends up doing this again, and he ends up shooting a Black man and kills him. This is in Florida. I forget everything's in Florida. Florida is crazy, and so. He actually gets, I believe, 20 years in prison. Okay. And I thought he was not going to get anything.
Right.
Because he was like, oh, I was standing my ground. I went up to them.
Absolutely.
But the thing is.
That's not even your property.
And not even your property. For this particular story, he did go up to the window. He knocked at the door. Right. He knocked on the door, rolled down, talked to the lady. The lady was the girlfriend of the man who came out of the gas station. They were at a gas station. And so the lady's like, do I have to get my man? Because you're posing a threat to me.
Right.
And I guess she calls her man in the gas station. He comes out and whoosh to the man. Like, yeet. Yeet, that man go fly. And then he gets up. He gets his gun out. He's sitting here and he has you can see on the camera, he has a moment of pause and then he shoots his man.
Because he thought about it.
Because he thought about it.
What makes people think that they have this off?
I don't get it.
God bless his soul, Trayvon Martin. Like, even, I can't believe George Zimmerman didn't get locked up. Like,
right.
What makes people think they have this authority to go be a cop if you want to be a cop so bad? Who are you? Was he the, parking lot monitor? Did they get
No, it was literally at a gas station. They were like, and the police themselves were like, two actually white detectives themselves were like, why didn't you call the police?
Like, why?
And he was like, I mean, if you call them, they're going to leave. He was like, they're going to leave if I call the police. So don't you want them to leave out of the parking spot? So then if you say you're going to call the police, then they'll leave. Isn't that what you want? I don't know, girl. I think I'm going to go back to us living in Hunger Games. I think that people living around us have a different perception of their placement in the world.
It's a fact.
It's different. And we can say privilege or whatever. It's beyond that.
Absolutely.
It's beyond that.
I don't see no Black man outside playing a hall monitor.
Like, mind your business. There's so many things. And you know what? You can relate that back to just regular life, like day to day. There's so much peace in minding your business.
I remember, I think back in 2018, I really learned how to mind my business. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be like, I was like, girl, you gotta mind your business because I don't got nothing.
Mind your business.
So much peace comes with minding your business. The best thing I ever learned how to do in life was to mind my own fucking business.
The best thing, and that's a fact.
Literally, mind your business.
Mind your business,
because you ain't getting paid from other people's business unless you a blog person. Which
girl, we wasn't even gonna do Fierce Fact today, but for Fierce Fact today, mind your business. Mind your motherfucking business. There's so much peace in staying in your own lane. In your own lane, nobody is there.
Literally.
So there's no traffic.
Literally.
Just move.
Ooh, a word.
Ooh! All right, babe. Before I let you go, we're going to do an outro game.
Okay.
And then we'll let you go.
All right.
Okay, so this game is called Fact or Fiction.
Okay.
And with Fact or Fiction, I'm going to say something and you let me know whether or not you think it's fact or fiction.
Okay.
All right. The Great Wall of China is visible from space. Fact or fiction?
I feel like I'm about to be exposed. Fiction.
No, you got it right.
Okay.
It is fiction.
I was about to say like, who's ever stood on their side?
Exactly.
Perfect.
While research shows that you may be able to see it from a certain distance while you're not necessarily, it's distance. You know what I mean?
Space,
You can be anywhere in space, bruh, but like, yeah, close.
Okay.
While it's been proven you can kind of see it from certain space, it's definitely fiction.
Okay.
Next. Married couples under 30 have sex roughly 109 times a year. Fact or fiction?
365 days a year. Ooh, under 30? We should be fucking every day. Fiction.
Fact. Bitch, are you insane? That's just crazy. 109 times on average. On average,
5 days.
it was less than that for a couple over the age of 30.
Right.
A married
Over
couple
30,
over the age
I would think like
109 times a year, even.
we still got batteries in our back.
Okay, all right.
You know where my head is with that.
Eating carrots improves your eyesight. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Okay, period. Because she know how to be healthy. She know how to be healthy. All right. Women are more likely to seek social support when facing life challenges. And social support means I went on IG, I saw a couple quotes, and you know what? You're wrong.
I'm reposting it on my story.
Yeah, I'm reposting it. It's a fact.
We love it.
We love
Because
it.
if we're going through something, you're going to know because we're going to post it on our story.
All right, last one.
All right.
An erect penis, on average, is 5 to 6 inches long. Fact or fiction?
What is 5 inches?
It is a fact. You're annoying. Get out.
I won. I'm like, but I still need to know what 5 inches look like.
I feel like this is 12 inches, right? Okay, so if we come 5, like here. Okay, like here. Okay, maybe here. Yeah. Wow.
I know my stuff.
Are you
I
smarter?
got one wrong.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader?
Absolutely.
What the hell?
Absolutely.
We played this before.
That was fun.
It's been a vibe.
It was. Yeah.
It's been a time.
I hope you guys learned something, and if not, I hope I learned something. Because this was. I feel like I learned a lot.
Well, we absolutely loved having you.
Yes, thank you
For the second time, no technical issues.
Amazing.
And we want to have you back whenever you want to come back.
We need to have a
come back to us.
trio. Like, get Toots on the show with me.
Okay. That's how we going to
talking
bring Toots. We're going to move to the studio and be in 3 bites, and we're going to have a time.
Love it. I'm ready.
All right, y'all. Well, if you have gotten this far, thank you so much. I appreciate all the love and support. And like I said at the top of the show, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And we will catch you in the next one. Bye. Bye.